and welcome to another video. In this video, kind of sort of going to steal the idea from Rob Paints Minis, where he kind of sort of sits and talks about what he's working on and sort of generally has a chit chat about the general stuff, and he kind of does that in a sort of a week to 2 week format. I kind of like that idea, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it myself. So this is kind of, you know, me rambling on, and we can get to talk about cool stuff like the LVO, the Elves, the Gazgul reveal, and various other stuff. And I can show you what minis I'm working on and at what stage certain projects are. So first things first, obviously, let's talk about the Elves. The Elves for Age of Sigmar, the new techless model. Wow, I'm pretty impressed with them. Pretty impressed. If you haven't seen them already, head over to Warhammer TV. There's a couple of videos, about a minute long, for all of the sort of reveals from yesterday or from this morning. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I really quite like the aesthetics. There's one of them, I think it's called the Light of, I can't really pronounce his second name off the top of my head, but the way they've done it is it looks as though he has no body. There's no body inside the suit of armour, which looks amazing. I want that miniature just to paint. And I'm very tempted to start them as an army, but I want that miniature to paint. Techless, yeah, he's like Marmite. You either love it or hate it. It's growing on me. I think there's definitely a lot of potential for some really cool painting on it. And I sometimes think for these models, the studio paint jobs kind of doesn't do them justice sometimes, and it probably would look amazing in person, but the way they photograph it and sort of the angles they sort of pick, sometimes not the most flattering, but it looks pretty cool. Gazgul, obviously we've only seen bits of it. The war, the Adaptus Mechanicus stuff looks okay. Yay, you know, that's cool that they're getting some models, but I don't understand why they've taken Rough Riders away from Imperial Guard but give Rough Riders to Admech. I don't know. Hopefully Rough Riders will come back to the Imperial Guard at some stage. But yeah, all in all, I'm quite impressed with the sort of reveals for the LVO. Really blown away by the Elves. Absolutely blown away by them. I really can't wait to see what they do and how and what their kinks are on the battlefield and their battle traits and all that kind of stuff. I'm really looking forward to seeing, you know, what the book holds, and I want to see the rest of the range. I really want to see the rest of the range, because we've seen 2 named characters. I want to see their heroes. I want to see their wizards. I'm hoping that we have some form of White Lion unit brought from the old world into Age of Sigmar, because they're no longer in the game, and I really love the White Lions from back in the day. Even if they're White Lion chariots or mounted White Lions, or I don't know, White Lions, they need to come back. So let's get on to the minis. So some of the stuff I've been working on. Obviously, I've been working on this guy, following Darren Latham's masterclass, and that's the Lord of Blights. I still need to do the wood and get that sort of done. So I'm kind of a stage behind. That's okay. I'll get there. I'm really pleased. I changed the armor color because I quite like the classic Nurgle look, so I went for that more natural green, and I think it contrasts really well with the flesh tones and the red. So I'm really pleased with how it turned out using the stippling. I did sort of varnish the armor to try to sort of matte it down a little bit, and it's kind of got a bit of a sheen. I don't know if that's just my light, but yeah, it's not too bad. But yeah, really pleased with it, and really look forward to the next part. It really is a cracking little series. Need to get this done because I'm going to enter it into the painting competition for the Ulster Warlords Age of Sigmar tournament next month, for the masterclass series. So I'm really going to be putting that in there, and I'm going to have to get a base, which I have here. So he's going to have that, and then I've got this little plinth, little resin plinth that he's going to go on. I haven't quite decided yet how I'm going to do that, but that's essentially what I'm going to be doing. Also, I've been doing work on Gutrex. If you haven't seen it, there's a video series on how I'm painting this guy, and you can head over into the videos and check that out. I've done the legs. I've base coated the boots because I'm going to get ready to do the tutorial on how I do this boot here for the leather. And then once I've done the boots, I'm going to get everything else done on him, like this bit here, his little braces, and then I'm going to get the inside of the axe and the axe shaft done. And then the final part of the tutorials essentially will be on the axe head and his base. I'll paint up and I'll do a quick video on the wood and essentially this rat here for the volunteer. But yeah, that's Gotrek. I'm really quite pleased with him, how he's looking, how he's turned out. Really chuffed with how he's actually coming along actually. So yeah, really cool. And I've also dropping miniatures everywhere. I've also been working on this, and I've done a couple of videos on this. I did sort of a blending video for this sort of stage, and really I'm tempted to do actually a Harlequin. I am tempted to do a Harlequin army, because I kind of like them and I think they might be a fun little painting project to do. So I'm going to finish this guy off. I've got his head on a cork, and I'm going to do everything else and then get him finished off. I've also got this. I've also got a plastic troop master, which I can paint up as well. But then I found these, so it's a bit shiny, and you know, found these in my bits box. A set of metal Harlequins. So yeah, really chuffed that. It's a full unit of Harlequins I found. So that's a troop choice, another HQ. So that at least gives me a patrol detachment if I do pursue that army. So yeah, really think they're going to be pretty cool. They might be fun to play, and they're definitely fun to paint. Slow, but you know, I think using this as a long-term project because they are quite groovy. And then also I've been working on this guy, and this is the Nova Marine mini that I did for the second part of my Painting Space Marines series. And this is the Nova Marine, and this will be getting uploaded, should be around about now. If you're watching this as soon as it comes loaded up, then this guy will probably be coming up tomorrow. And if you're watching this in the future, this is already there, so go and check this one out. I have done a few other painting tutorials. I've also done one on the Angels of Redemption, and I've also got one on a Space Wolf leg. You know, so there are a few, but I'm really pleased with this guy. I'm looking to do a Primera Space Marine army project, and at the moment this guy is definitely winning. But then I'm also going to be doing a Howling Griffin at some stage, and I really want to do like the old school sort of colour schemes that the Marines had. So that's why, you know, I really like the sort of quartered and half schemes, because it kind of brings me back to 2nd edition when that seemed to be all the rage. So I'll see how that goes. But yeah, really looking forward to actually delving into this. I've also got a Mortar Factors that I'm probably going to do, and a Size of the Emperor. And I think I've had quite a few requests for Emperor's Spears from the Aaron Dimsby Baldwin's novel, Spears of the Emperor, I believe it's called. So I'm going to do that, and then at some stage I'll start doing some Chaos warbands, and some probably 30k as well. I've had a couple of requests for Emperor's Children and Sons of Horus, so I want to get them added into it, and they're all Space Marines, so why not? So yeah, he's pretty awesome, really awesome. So yeah, it's been cool. So this is what I'm currently working on, and obviously in the backstage, but I can't really show you at the moment because they're not here. I've been working on my Bone Reapers, and I'm going to be doing a lot of Uruk Warclans because I've got 2 tournaments coming up. I've got a tournament the weekend next week, Sunday next week, which will be the first tournament of the season, and for Age of Sigmar. And then at the end of February, I've got the 2-day team event for Age of Sigmar, the Ulster Open, run by Bastion Games. I think Rob, the Honest Wargamer, will be. I believe he's coming over to do the live streaming for it. I'm not too sure. I think he is. He did last year. Hopefully he'll be over this year, and he'll do the same because it was a giggle. So yeah, it's going to be cool. I'm also on Twitter. I joined Twitter. Twitter was interesting. Definitely an experience. I've never really done Twitter before. I kind of went on it once a few years ago and was like, oh my god, what is this? And then quickly run away from it. So I've come back on, and I've set a rule that no politics or crap like that, and I've just purely kept it to the hobby. And so far, I've been on it for nearly a week now, and it's pretty good. So yeah, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can. It's 8***2, because someone else has 8*** apparently, but it's 8 as in the number 8***. So yeah, I can throw a link in the description for that. So that's it. So that's what I've been working on. That's what I've been doing. That's what my plans are. There's a lot of videos coming. I really want to push now to try to get the channel up to 500 subscribers. I'm at 361, I believe, which is going well. I'm really over the moon by that. And I've got a prize that I'd like to give away if I hit 500. And I've got another prize. It's actually 2 prizes. They're exactly the same, but I've got 2 prizes essentially. So what I might do is just do a prize giveaway if I hit 1,000 subscribers. And I don't know how long that's going to take. So the prize for it may get bigger, or it may stay the same. And I might do a runners up as well because I've got 2 of the same model to give away. And so we'll see. But yeah, thank you very much. It's the support's been amazing. So that's cool. So I'm going to start rambling now because I literally am rambling. And I'm going to go and do some other stuff. And thank you very much for all the support. And if you haven't liked my channel, subscribe. If you are subscribed and YouTube's been a dick, ring that bell. And yeah, if you can follow me over on Patreon, link below in the description. You don't have to, but it does help. And it will help because in the next month or so I will be upgrading my lamp, which is funded by the patrons, and that will be cool because it'll give a better quality light and better working environment, and hopefully I will be getting a little webcam, and I will slowly start venturing into Twitch live streaming, so you can watch me paint and hear me talk bollocks while I do it. All good. So yeah, that was that. So again, like, subscribe, ring the bell, follow me on Patreon, follow me on Facebook, check me out on Instagram, check me out on Twitter. All the links are going to be below in the description. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.